this is going to look. Oh, there was the chickens chasing the dog. Hello, welcome to the shop. It is Tuesday, so it's the first day of my work week at the shop at least. What do you think of the new camera? Okay, Ara wants you guys to know today she's got dance class and that she's 3 years old. So yeah, what do you think of the new camera? Obviously I'm going to have... A spiral. Okay, and she's drawing a spiral on my dry erase board. So anyway, yes, new camera. Here at the shop, I'm gonna be playing around with the camera settings, figuring out how this whole thing works, but I am very excited. I did this morning review some of the clips that I took last night, and obviously I was very tired and it was like fresh out of the box, so even with those things in mind, I was really happy with the way the camera looked. So again, I'm gonna play around with it and figure it out, and I'm very excited. So yeah. Okay, I've been to the shop. The day is like flying by. I think it's already close to 11:30. I'm on my 4th dye pan, or my next set of 2. So my goal, I don't know if I've ever accomplished this before with this setup. I want to dye 40 skeins of yarn today and every day if possible. So I have 40 yarns, well yeah, I've got 40 skeins soaking. I've dyed 8 so far. I'm about to do the next 8. We'll see how that goes. Unfortunately, I do only have the setup to do 2 pans at a time, and most of my colorways range between 3 to 5 skeins per pan. The average is like 4 skeins per pan. So I don't know if it's actually possible, but we'll see. If I can dye 40 skeins per day between now and the last day before, like, to finalize SAF prep, then I will be great. So that's me trying to dye like over 400 skeins of yarn. Plus, I already have a couple hundred out on the floor, so I should be totally prepared for SAF. We'll see. I won't know until it comes, right? I'm just gonna work as hard as I can. So that said, please understand I cannot accept any custom dye orders right now. Come the middle of November, I am more than happy to take custom orders. Every once in a while, people will email and ask if they can do like a custom order for a base or a colorway, and the answer is yes. It's just right now in festival prep, I just can't. I'm so sorry. It's just, as you can see, it's just me dyeing the yarn, and my schedule is very, very rigid. So yeah, thank you for understanding. Feel free middle of November after Alabama Fiber Festival to send me all the emails for your custom orders. Yes way, Jose.
No way, Jose.
Yes way, Jose. Well, I'm on track right now to finish dyeing the 40 skeins that I soaked, so that's nice. I have 6 skeins left, I think. So once these 2 pans are done, I will finish up the last 6 skeins. So that feels really good because that puts me a little bit ahead, and I would love to not have to come in on a Sunday to dye yarn, so I'm hoping that I can kind of, yeah, do a little extra each day, enough so that I don't have to come in on a Sunday, but I'll probably end up dyeing yarn the Sunday before we pack up for SAF. It'll be okay. It's just this mad dash every year around this time. Last year, even though we didn't have SAF, I did do most of the preparations for SAF until it got canceled, and so, you know, I kind of went through all of that already, and then all the other fiber festivals that we do in the year, you know, so a little bit.
I had to go make my food for customers.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to go out.
Oh, okay, baby. Do you guys like my king salmon sweater? I knitted this when the pattern first came out. This is the Caitlin Hunter pattern. And it's made out of lovely Brooklyn tweed shelter yarns. So pretty. I, of course, have not gotten to wear it yet since it is a worsted weight woolly sweater, but in a month or two, hopefully I'll finally get to wear it. Yeah, this is, I think, the first time I've sat down all day. I am so tired. Now that my side bow slip over is completely done, it's over there blocking. I'm very excited for that one, of course. I'm trying to decide which project to prioritize next. So I would love to do my over the garden wall scarf, but I think that's going to have to wait until after SAF. There's just so much going on. So there's my Olga sweater, which would be easy knitting because it's just stockinette. I've already finished the upper back portion. I just need to pick up the shoulders, and then it won't be too much longer until I can join in the round after that. And then there's my book club cardigan, which I just picked up for the other shoulder, and so it's kind of in a similar place as the Olga. I want to cast on that little cabled frilly collar. I'm very excited about that one. But I also want to, I have, of course, several sweaters I would love to work on. But I really want to cast on some new stuff for my daughter. So I'm really trying to figure out what to prioritize. I should probably, of course, work on something I've already started. So probably my Olga or my book club cardigan. And then I have several pairs of socks that I would like to knit. And yeah, just so much to do, right? So I need to try to narrow it down and figure it out so that I can make some good progress. All right, here's a little progress update on my AquaMarline. I decided that I would just work on this a little bit today since I think I've only had about maybe 25 minutes of knitting time or so at the shop today while I was waiting for the last pan to finish up dyeing, and now we're about to leave for the day. But anyway, I figured I'd go ahead and just look at the pattern and work out what I needed to do next to progress with the sleeve, and it was really easy. It was just a big increase, basically, change my needle size, and now I'm just knitting straight until it's about 19 or 20 inches. I'll have to measure to see what kind of length I want based on like what she recommends for getting the, let's see, it won't focus. Gotta figure out this camera still. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I need to measure and figure out how long to make my sleeve, but I can pretty much just go ahead and knit this in the round for a while. Yeah, sorry this is blurry. I'm still trying to figure out some of the kinks with focusing. There we go. Isn't that so pretty though? All these different strands held together, and you just kind of hold several strands to kind of roughly get the same gauge, and yeah, it's a great way to use up all my scraps. Or not all, but a lot. Just as a reminder, here's the fabric for the body so far. It's so pretty, really fun to put these colors together. So I'm kind of mimicking what's going on with the body here, just getting it pretty close, just so there's kind of a similar color story.
It looked great.
Ara just came out here wearing my socks. Got quite a rainbow in here today. I didn't bring my laptop, so I wasn't able to print labels. So tomorrow I should be able to start printing labels and getting those off of the couch. These are the socks that Ara came out wearing. I haven't gotten to wear these yet, but they are ready for the cold season. This is the Nutcracker colorway by Tiny Human Knits. Oh, hello. I also have the yarn to make a sweater to match, so that's another thing I hope to get started sooner rather than later. It's 4 o'clock, so we are heading out for the day. I'm just turning off all the lights and getting everything in my car. And then we're going to head to dance class. I am so tired. Okay, Ara wants you guys to know we're going now. But as I was sitting there knitting for the last few minutes, I felt myself just falling asleep. I am so tired. I hope that I can get some good sleep here soon. Anyway, we are headed out. You hear the duck quack? Wait. She ran over here and then ran away. Now she's over there.
I don't know what she's doing.
She's waggling her butt.
Waggling?
Waggling. It's different than wagging. She's not a dog. She's wiggling and wagging it.
She's not a dog.
So tired.
Olga?
She just ate something. No, I'm saying that it's different than wagging because she's wiggling and wagging. It's waggling. I always call it that. Hi everybody, I hope this doesn't look like I'm in a horror movie. Yeah, the lighting is a little dark and creepy. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I have been staying up later every single night this past week than I ever do. 9 is usually my cutoff time for like should be asleep. But every day has just been an absolute whirlwind this past week. Today is Tuesday, so we did have dance tonight. My daughter did really well. She had so much fun, and I finally exchanged numbers with the mom of her best little friend. It's very sweet, their little friendship. So when we go to dance, we're not in the room physically. There's 4 girls in the little Tiny Tots class, which is very precious. So we're not in the room physically, but we can watch a CCTV sort of video on our phones during the class time. So we're able to see, you know, if they're following the rules, if they're having fun, how they're progressing. And then the thing that to me is like the biggest thing is seeing my daughter and her little friend cheering each other on and giving each other hugs, and it's so sweet. So yeah, anyway, me and her mother finally exchanged phone numbers so we can set up a play date for the girls. Point being, today has been an absolute whirlwind. I have done very little crafty stuff unless you count dyeing yarn, which I guess is crafty, but to me it's all work. We got home pretty late after running errands. We just finished dinner. It's been a long day, so I didn't think I was going to finish this video in order to get it up for, let's see, today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is going up on Thursday. I didn't think I would finish the video in time, but I guess filming this little outro I am. I'm hoping that my daughter will have a little play date at one of her grandmother's houses soon, so that I can have a nice free day at the shop to dye yarn and maybe show you guys something kind of fun like my yarn stash or my quilt project or something like that. And this Sunday I do hope to sit down and film a podcast, so we will see. But anyway, I wanted just to give a little wrap up before closing out today's video, since it's been several hours since I've actually picked up the camera to say anything. So yes, hopefully kitchen painting resumes tomorrow. lots of yarn to dye, and I should continue working on some knitting project. I will figure it out. But anyway, I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully with some more October-y stuff. All right, good night.